Welcome to Ski Talk. I'm Steve. I'm the CEO with SkisDOTcom, and today I've got our Salomon rep Rick, who's been with Salomon for almost 20 years. Knows a few things about boots, right?
Yep.
And we're going to talk about the Quest Access 80. So the Access 80 is the stiffer one. There's a 60, a 70, and an 80 in this series. So this is the higher end of the three Quest Access boots, correct?
Correct.
But it's still for an intermediate, advanced intermediate skier, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So tell us a little bit about the features on this boot. I notice it has 3 micro-adjustable buckles.
3 buckle design makes it lighter weight, more convenient.
Okay.
Super simple.
And micro-adjustable buckles, what does that do?
Idea being, if you're in between, for the fit, if you're in between this latch and this latch, you can simply dial it in with just like a screw adjustment with the micro adjust to get a better fit.
Okay. Now what's that little lever on the back there?
This is probably the best thing that's ever been brought to ski boots. This is the walk ski mode. So you click it up, releases the upper cuff into a more upright position. So if you're in a long lift line or making that hike from the car up to the ski area, makes it much easier to hike in the boot or walk in the boot, makes it more comfortable on the lower leg. When you're ready to actually go skiing, you just click it back down, flex forward, and it locks it back into ski mode.
Okay, perfect. Now I noticed it's got, I don't know if the camera can see it, but it's got kind of a clear shell. You can kind of see the liner through it, which is cool. And it's actually got some fur, kind of man fur at the top. Makes it a little soft and cozy and comfortable.
Yep,
I've often complained why the women always get the fur and the men don't, so it looks like Salomon's giving a little bit of equal...
No foes were harmed in the making of this boot. So.
All right, so let's talk about the width and the fit of the boot. What type of width and fit is this series?
It's a 104 millimeter last, which really doesn't mean much to a lot of the people out there. What that does mean, though, is it's a fairly generous fit. So it's going to be on the little bit wider side for that customer that's coming out of a rental boot, possibly looking for more warmth and convenience.
Yeah, so 104 is really your more comfort fit as opposed to your performance fit.
Yeah.
If somebody wants a more performance-oriented boot, they would typically want to go narrower, but it's going to be tighter and not for that, you know, beginner intermediate skier quite as much, right?
Yep. Think of it as the beach cruiser of ski boots.
Okay. Let's see. Now, the sole on this boot, you wanted to talk about that?
Yeah. One thing that we like also to help out this level customer is give them a walking sole. So, you know, gives them a little better traction, makes it a little bit easier for them to walk around. We've all seen and laughed at the Warren Miller movies, so this just cuts a little bit of that slip and slide out of the first few days out on the hill for them.
Good visual. Now this one, the 80, it's a series is the 60, 70, 80. The 80 has cuff adjustment on it, which the 60 and 70 do not, correct?
Right. It just helps to align it to the customer's lower leg.
Okay, and the 80 is a little stiffer. It's a 60 flex, 70 flex, 80 flex. So that would be for maybe either a little larger guy or a little more experienced guy, maybe an advanced intermediate skier, correct?
A little more aggressive, a little more athletic skier.
Okay. I think that pretty much covers it. Anything I missed?
No, I think we're good there.
Great. All right, so there you have it. That's the men's Salomon Quest Access 80. I'm Steve, and thanks for joining us on Ski Talk.
Thanks.
Perfect.